Elizabeth Liz Garst grew up in a family who always demonstrated a deep care and love for the land they were on, the relationships they developed, and the businesses they were in. Born in Coon Rapids, Iowa, Liz is a third-generation leader of the Garst family businesses.
Liz has always been a liberated woman, and I've never seen her stand down to any sort of barrier that might prevent her from getting done what she thinks needs to be done.
Well, I think humbleness is a really good attribute in every leader. You have to be visionary, and you do have to make a tough decision once in a while, but it can be done in a caring way and in a very humble way. And Liz definitely has those characteristics.
Her family had a diplomatic way of caring and sharing knowledge, not just in Iowa, but globally. And Liz has helped take the Garst family legacy beyond what most might have ever imagined.
She's just a tireless advocate for small town Iowa, and she really has a sense that the rural component of Iowa is very, very important and needs to be preserved and needs to have high culture and high social capital and human capital. Liz's forays into non-agricultural areas have been very successful and meaningful for many, many people.
She's an innovative thinker and a modern-day pioneer who has demonstrated great success in the multifaceted and intricate relationship between conservation, agriculture, and business.
You know, when I say visionary from a standpoint of leadership and the ability to communicate with every level of this team that's here. She's as interested in our new employee as she is in me, who's been here for 40 years.
One of the things that she's very proud of is the fact that her banks are actually and 100% community banks. And there's only one reason for a community bank, and that is to help that community survive and thrive.
After living and working abroad with the Peace Corps and the World Bank, she returned to Iowa in 1982 to help the family businesses. Liz eventually became president and CEO of the Raccoon Valley State Bank in Adel. In 2002, the Garst family businesses involved multiple holding companies and banks, 22 landowning entities, which included 3 farming operations, and an insurance agency. Her business savvy, insights, and team building helped transform 4 holding companies and 5 banks into a single holding company with 2 banks, Raccoon Valley and Home State Bank. As president of Green Investment Company, Liz has grown bank assets from $250 million to over $750 million.
They don't hide what their banks earn. They want their employees to have a part in that and to share in the success and also share in the challenges that we have as a community bank.
Her approach has always been to help people and communities build bridges.
You know, she's just very proud of rural Iowans. Communicating that and continuing to build that bridge between rural Iowa and the metro and the larger parts of the United States is incredibly important. She just has that world vision that very few people have.
Liz earned a bachelor degree from Stanford, a master's in agricultural economics at Michigan State, and an MBA from Harvard, but learned so much more through life experience and says that bad land never pays. Since the 1970s, the Garst family have used sustainability and conservation tools on their land, including no-till farming. This regenerative agricultural approach increased productivity and improved soil health. Today, improving soil health is one of Liz's passions. In an effort to protect this land forever, Liz and her family developed a unique idea to transfer approximately 2,000 acres with a conservation easement designed to improve soil health. New owners and farmers must treat and care for the land by meeting restrictions outlined in the easement.
It was a bit of a controversy. So, farmers don't like to be told what to do, and so perhaps the farm ground didn't sell for as much as it might have otherwise, but it still brought a hefty price. As time goes on, I think you're seeing cover crops. That whole practice is starting to gain momentum.
it's hard to put sustainability on a land that has been decreased by 50%. We've lost an awful lot of soil and nutrients in our system, and she wants to build back. She is right at the cutting edge of trying to make sure that agriculture is a sustainable, regenerative system, and she's very involved in making sure that we keep our soil here instead of shipping it down the river.
Liz has served on numerous boards, including the Iowa Environmental Council, Iowa Natural Resources Commission, and the American Civil Liberties Union. She is an advisor to the Environmental Law and Policy Center and a member of the Guthrie County Democratic Central Committee.
There has been no bigger story than the creation of White Rock Conservancy in 2004. It's a 5,000-acre nonprofit land trust that balances sustainable agriculture, natural resource protection, and public recreation on the edge of Coon Rapids.
Its mission isn't only to protect the land, but enhance understanding of it. Combined with ecotourism, artist residencies, music, events, and modern-day recreation, White Rock Conservancy is an absolute treasure in the state of Iowa. Her parents and grandparents helped teach Liz the power of how one person can make a difference in this world.
Just passionate and smart and loves to share her knowledge with other people.
Liz's involvement with politics goes way back, and I think that came from her parents, but she obviously has her own ideas about justice and about fairness and equality.
She has the ability to take a complex situation and kind of boil it down pretty fast and get down to what the real issue is, and then be able to communicate that in a very down-to-earth Iowa way.
From small rural farm communities to large global metropolitans, Liz believes all of us are tied to one another and need each other. This philosophy extends to our rich, fertile farmland. Thanks to Liz and her family, we have a successful model to build upon, not just in business, but in the land too. Congratulations, Elizabeth Garst, 2022 inductee into the Iowa Business Hall of Fame.